Hi, everyone. Welcome. It is Inquiring Minds Wednesday, and here we are. Holy moly. And I already started some of the questions that came in. Thank you. Hi, Ness. I did, Ness sent me a little video to get me on track here. And I got to watch part of it because I just got it. Okay. I I don't even know what to say about it, but Ness was. Uh, we're talking about the interview that 45 had with, what was it called? Oh, Ness, you're watching the whole thing. I mean, I'm like, what? You know, it's an interview of 45 by, I think it's the I forget what the network is called, the National Association of Black Journalists. And so they were interviewing him in front of, a huge crowd. And he just can't help himself, I'm telling you. And then within this whole thing is where he made some statement of how Kamala just happened to turn black now. I mean, really, it just goes on and on and on and on, right? On and on. His confounding statements just. And then you have JD Vance, right? Who's like crazy town. And so now what they're doing is they're trying to make us believe that they no longer are, since they want us to stop focusing on Project 2025, right? Yeah, we are, Rebecca. Rebecca says Trump has gotten away with all this his whole life. Yeah, it's frightening. Anyway, so they want us to not focus on Project 2025, right? And so they fired their guy that runs it and whatnot, hoping that we'll buy what they're selling. Okay, we're not going to do that now. False. They've been putting that together for like 40 years. I mean, it's been in play for a very long time. And so it's not just something they wrote up overnight and then, it didn't work, so we're going to pull it. No. They trust me when I say if 45 gets in, that Project 2025 will be a huge part of his whole thing. The latest thing is when 45 said something about, what was it? He said, "You'll never have to vote again. Don't worry." Or like, you don't even have to vote for me this time. So first he did the whole episode of, "Don't worry, Christians. Once I get in, you never have to vote again." Right, that whole thing. And then they tried to spin that narrative because we're like, what? And then there you go. I got you. Making sure I get all the questions. So, and then there's a statement of him saying, "Don't worry about voting this time. Don't worry about it, because it doesn't matter if you come out and vote, because I'm going to win anyway." Right. So then there's some worry about whether or not there's worry and there's concern that they already have in place that they're going to not concede anyway. They're not going to concede to not concede. What is the word I'm looking for? They're not going to certify or whatever. They're not going to. Yeah, they're not going to concede that they didn't get the votes. They're just going to Does that make sense? Now it's called Agenda 47. Mm-hmm. I'm not a Christian, but I love you, Christians. I know. Certify the election. So they're not going to concede so the election can be certified because they, no matter what, deflect and delay. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at, Ness, with that. So I kind of, if you guys can think of a question in regard to what I was just talking about, write that down so we can look at that and see what they have up their sleeve, because these things he's coming out of his mouth, it's not like before where it can just kind of go over people's heads. We're grabbing onto these statements now and we're going to run with it and we're going to bring it out into the open, because if we can bust this open from the beginning. Yeah, thank you, Pegasus. Yeah, there we go. We'll start with that one. I know. Holly says Trump's handlers are scared. They can't control his narrative when he speaks. Yeah, he's just blah, 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 blah. Got it, Ness. All right. So let's start here. Thank you, Pegasus, for writing that down. And continue to put questions in of what we want to look at today. Okay. So how will the GOP cheat to get Trump into the White House? I mean, that's a good way to put it, I guess. So, and if it's GOP, and is GOP relying on foreign? So let's take a look. I do feel some foreign. It's not just here. But there is some sort of plan in place. They already have it laid out. That's why he's like, it doesn't matter if you vote or not. You know what I mean? Like, why would you say that? So. Mm-hmm. All right. So I'm going to throw some cards here, but I do feel, both here and great question, Sandra. Got you. Yeah, there's some hidden stuff going on. They have a plan in place. Certainly do. Yeah. Okay. Well, I do see that they have some kind of hidden agenda going on here. 100%. They have a plan. To take the White House. Here's the Four of Wands. That's my White House card. So we're going to find ourselves having to protect it, but I don't see it coming through. It's not going to happen for them. But they do have a plan, you guys. No doubt. But he said the quiet part out loud is the deal. So are we gonna be able to? I think they're putting things in place already. Yeah. They're aware. They're putting things in place. They're prepared for this. Okay. I asked if we were going to be able to stop this. Yes, we are. We're aware. We have this, the authority in place to, so yeah, we're going to be able to reveal the shenanigans, right? So weird. Just when you think it's not going to get weirder, it gets more crazy town. Of course, they're all using the word weird. That's just weird. Call it like it is. That's just weird. Everybody's just so quiet, when he makes some crazy statement like, some inappropriate sexual comment about his daughter and no one says anything. No, call it out. That's just weird and wrong, right? So I think that's a cool trend, just calling it out. Okay, dancer, thank you. Yeah, Sandy says, I love the weird memes. Yeah, it's just, yeah, we're just calling it out, which is so important because we've been so quiet. And then we've complained about everybody being quiet about all this stuff. Like, why isn't anybody saying anything? Well, now they're saying stuff. So, okay. Yeah, it's creepy. Rocket says, yeah, that's creepy. Some of the stuff is just creepy and weird. It's not okay. It's not okay. So what's happening is they're stopping the normalization of the behaviors. It's not. So they've been normalizing it, trying to normalize it. Oh, well, that's just Trump. That's just his way. So they've been doing that for how many years? 8 years now, normalizing his behavior, normalizing the horrible things he says out of his mouth. Oh, that's just. No, not anymore. So they are confronting it, and they're stopping the normalization of this, right? So it's needed to happen. There we go. Unique one. JD Vance's, so hi, Unique One. Can we look at JD Vance's wife and see how she feels about him? So this is a unique door to go in and kind of take a look at. So what is she actually feeling? And that's so funny that you're asking this, because I kind of thought about the same thing today. I'm like, what the heck does his wife think about him? You know what I mean? The shit that comes out of his mouth. It's like, whoa. Okay. Hi, Sue Ellen. Right, Smiling Heart? All right. Okay. He's just, he is. Yeah. It's just, I mean, I can't even with the couch and the dolphin and I can't even with this. So what is she thinking? Okay, I just heard the song Stand By My Man. How does that song go? I don't know. Okay. Stand By My Man song. So I don't know if that's the answer. Oh, yeah. This is a huge tower in her life. So underneath it all, it is. So she didn't know about. I guess she had her head in the clouds or something. But she goes up and down with her feelings. She would like to take a break from all of this, because it's all kind of happening at once. But again, she stands by him. However, You have so she's losing her friendships over this. She's losing friendships over this. She's losing community. So she's lost a lot. So this has been hard on her. But again, she stands by her man. But this has been very disrupting in her life. Yeah. Let's look at the outcome of this in her there. Okay. I know. Pegasus says JD changed his name 3 times. Yeah. Hi, Lisa. She feels stuck. Yeah. This is not going to end well. Right now, she feels kind of stuck in this. There's going to be even more, I think, scandal come out of this that we're going to hear more and more. But it's kind of that, I think, for entertainment purposes, only the beginning of the end for their relationship. So she's not doing great. Yeah. If that was, I'd be like, but it's not. So, all right. Here we go. Whew. All right. So Ness, what was going on? As Ness asked, hi Ness, and thank you for sending me that so I could watch a bit of it before we started. What was going on, in Donald's mind when he was at the Black journalist panel today? And what are the consequences of his gaffe, Kamala pretending to be Black? Okay, let's take a look. What's going on? So he's using a playbook, right? He's using a playbook for his. So when he gets asked a question, like she asked him a question, started off with this legit question. And so his way of gaining back power is to be insultive. So he clapped back with an immediate insult to gain back the power, right? You're dealing with this narcissistic sociopath guy. And so you just, in front of everybody, disempowered him. So he's going to gain back his power. And part of his playbook to do that is to clap back with an insult. Is what I'm seeing. It has to do with his mental instability there. Donna, I'm wondering if they were prepared for. I would, you never know when you. Yeah. Okay. I think he did too, Smiling Heart. Smiling Heart says he walked out there with a bad attitude before even the first question. Did you see how he commanded the stage? Like, it was weird. Another weird situation. Yeah. He was thrown in. And he had to take back. He had to take back the stage. Exactly what I said. but it didn't work out for him. Yeah, he was thrown in the defense, and with the type of illness that he has or whatever, entertainment purposes only, he had a choice. But he was thrown in, and in front of everyone, right? And so that's the way he chose to attack, right? It's the only way. It's the only way he knows how to do it. It's like there's no more to it, no less to it. It's just the way how he does it. Michelle Tom. You guys have to read Michelle Tom's statement. That is so correct. Holy moly. Okay. Let's see. So how is this going to, okay. What are the consequences of the gaffe now? It's just another, he's so racist, you guys. And it just comes out with all these things. And now I pretend, why I can't even with the why. Why is he doing that? What's the backlash on that though? What are they going to come back? Okay. So it's interesting. What is he pretending to be? Yeah, it's not going to go well for him. He is just, okay, so the outcome of this, of his lack of morality, his lack of, I don't even have the words for it. It's gonna come back. It's literally coming back on him, and it's just gonna make his path harder for him. He can't come back from this. He's pretending to be human. Sherry. Yeah, this is the outcome of this. This is the consequence of his gaffeness. The Tower, the Four of Cups, and the Ten of Wands. His lack of humility, his lack of morality, his lack of connection to reality. Anyway, it's just, I remember, in 2015, 2016, whatever, when he was running for president, I thought it was, we all thought it was a joke. I'm like, this is a joke, right? It'll go away in a couple of weeks. Oh, were we wrong? I couldn't even, it's still a joke. It's still like, really? That's just, okay. So weird. Okay. I know, and in front of Black women, I know. Like he just can sit there and be a racist pig at this forum. It's appalling. It was just like he was just trying to be the powerful one on deck. In that forum, and it looked gross. It felt gross. It looked ugly. It was awful. It didn't go over well, right? Whatever his power play was, it didn't work. All right. So, thank you for that. Okay, so we just did this one, and it says, read on the energy of the, for the journalists, National Association of Black Journalists. That's what we were just talking about. Okay, and it was in Chicago. Yeah. Yeah. So if you guys missed it, I mean, horrible. All right. That's a great. I'm looking at the other questions while I'm just going down the line, you guys. Hi, Colleen. Will anything finally come out of that ties Trump's involvement with Jeffrey Epstein? Will anything ever come of that? Yes, I do believe so. I'm getting a very positive on that. That will come to the surface. There's yet more to, if you can believe this, there's more coming to the surface. They just showed me more coming to the surface. So let's see. Let's look at the cards. I'm curious what the cards say as well. I think it was an interesting invite as well, artist, but maybe it was for exactly what we saw, right? Okay. Okay. That didn't say anything. Okay. So I forgot what I was asking. I'm involved in what you guys are saying in the chat, and then okay. Will more come forward? Yep. Okay. Yes, more's coming forward. We have new stuff coming forward. And like a lot, like, where do we even choose here? But yes, we do have more coming forward. And it really, really, we have the Hierophant coming in here and the Fool, all of which is kind of saying, talking about there's more immorality stuff coming in here, right? So it's, yeah. I want to know more information, though. I think we need to ask the question, because I saw that there's more coming to the surface that we haven't even been privy to. It's beyond. I wonder if it has to do with the book. No, I think there's some other stuff coming to. There's more coming to the surface. There's stuff that has been buried. It's kind of like when you try to bury something and then the flood comes and then the whole coffin comes to the surface and it's all there. It's like, that's what I'm being shown. And right now, right, so the MAGA supporters could care less if he raped children. Like, they just don't even care. And that's weird that you wouldn't care. But then they make up stuff about Kamala. I mean, yeah. So this stuff coming to the surface is significant. It's going to be scandalous. It's going to be scandalous. But anyways, whatever's coming, it's coming. And it's going to be yucky. This is in connection to the Jeffrey Epstein stuff and whatever this is coming up out of the ground. All right, so moving on. Oh, yeah. Karma's coming due for everyone. Linda's got it right. That I remember when it started, and I remember years ago saying, okay, we're going into a season where things are going to start bubbling up and you're not going to be able to put things under the carpet any longer. Even us on our levels, right? We just can't suppress our emotions anymore. We can't hide stuff anymore. We just can't. We've stepped into a new season of that, and that was a few years ago, but now it's even getting more and more pressure cooker. More and more. All right. What's going on with Tulsi Gabbard? Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard. She's the one from Hawaii, right? Or she was. Yeah. So, what is she up to these days? There's something about holding up her end of the bargain, and I'm not sure where that statement is coming in. There's pressure to hold up her end of the bargain. So let's see what that's about. Do you guys know where that would be coming from? Oh, Tulsi works for Putin. Okay. Oh, yeah, she is connected to someone. Okay, so they're calling upon her to hold up her end of the bargain here. Causing chaos. Yeah. So here she is. This is, her connection to whoever, and trying to bring victory, but holding up her end of the bargain, creating chaos, and yeah. She is to talk, confuse voters. Yeah. Yeah. So if we haven't been hearing from her, I'm assuming she's being called to do that. I don't think she wants to anymore, but she, again, is linked to the devil. She has to. Interesting. All right. All right. Here's a great question. I like this energy here. Yeah, greed and power. Yes. Ness says Joe Rogan did a whole thing about Tulsi today and said she was more qualified than Kamala. Yeah, she is, I think, Sissy. Okay. All right. How will Americans feel about Kamala's VP pick? Okay. I want to do something here because I've narrowed it down in my head to 3 people. So I'm going to write down their initials here. We have all right. So um, okay. All right. So I wrote down 3 people that I kind of narrowed it down in my head, and I put down Pete Buttigieg, Shapiro, and Bashir. And I never have gotten that it's Shapiro, even though everybody's so positive about him. So, I could be totally wrong, but these guys totally pointed to both Pete and Bashir. Like, yeah, Pete, Andy, and Josh. So, Pete, Andy, or Josh. And again, pointing towards both Pete and Bashir. Yeah. Not even, totally skipping over. But how are we going to feel? I know, Lisa. I know you guys we can't have them. I know. Okay. I know they really want P, but he definitely is going to be something. I don't think he'll be. He's going to be. There's the energy around him, the stars around him, what I'm seeing with him. There's something positive for him. I don't know that it'll be VP just because I'm not sure the United States is ready for him, but we're here for it. We're going to feel good. We're going to feel really good about this team. We have chosen a team that is the most likely to bring in what we need as a country, but also that would most likely help us defeat 45. So this is what we're looking at, and yeah, this is what we're going to feel like. We're going to see this as a great team. That 3 of Pentacles is team. You have that High Priestess and the 6 of Wands. So bringing in that, there's that spiritual, intuitive feel to that. But also, I love the High Priestess in there. It's just like, yeah. That hidden wisdom as well there. But yeah, it's most likely that will bring us victory. So that's where they're going to go with that. So I did a couple deep dives, you guys, that I did them last quite a while, a few days ago or whatever. But they're going to be dropping on, there's, I think, one on maybe, it might be Friday and Saturday. Anyways, it'll be towards the end of the week. So either, I think, Friday and one on Sunday, I want to say. A couple deep dives. One's on SCOTUS and one's on 45. So they were very interesting, to say the least. All right. Moving here. What do we got going on here? All right. How is this strategic energy moving from Project 2025 to what is next? You mean like they're moving into Project 47 now or whatever it is? All right. What's going on with Project 2025? Let's get that. I see the project completely like in a bonfire. Yeah. It's moving. We're moving on. Yeah. We're bringing truth to it. This is what's happening to Project 2025. You have the Ten of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Five of Wands. It's just maddening. And we're bringing intelligence and right. So it literally is leaving. It is because when they looked into the energy, it showed a bonfire, like the whole project in a bonfire. Okay. So, looking at this, since we just looked at this, will the non-MAGA voters understand that Project 2025 or 47 is still a thing? Oh, even though they're like, oh, no, they're going to take the narrative, right? They just grab onto any narrative that's going to help them with what they want to project, right? And so if they give them the narrative that, oh, they fired the guy, it's not a thing anymore, that's literally what they're going to believe, right? Oh, okay. Rose Blue. Let's take a look at this. Rose Blue is asking, will some red states, i.e. Texas, election chiefs try not to certify votes in the states? All right. Let's take a look. Yep. They will. They will try not to certify votes. The Tower and the Sith, those two together, that combination, talks about being controlled by an authority. And I said, if they're going to try, if some of these states are going to try not to certify votes, give me the Sith, because that means they've cut them and not certified. So yes, they are going to try to be in charge of the narrative or control of this. Yes. So yes, that's one of the strategies, it looks like. I do feel that we're on top of it, though. I do feel like this is not, if we're talking about it, know that the upper ups are talking about it. It's not going to be a surprise to them. They are going to, I think they're going to have things in place to try to deal with this, right? Yes. So we're just talking about that. Yeah. So are the Dems smartening up to see where the shenanigans are coming from? Yes. I think that things are just like, oh, it's almost like they've been given permission to see the shenanigans and call them out and call them what they are. Right? I feel like they've been empowered now. Mm-hmm. Okay. So this is a specific question. And I know I already looked at it a little bit different, but let's take a look at it, Sandra. And we'll do these. Will Pete Buttigieg be our next VP? So I have a yes and a no. So, yes, no. He's going to be doing something big in the cabinet. Whether it's like chief or something. You want to use, you take, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like there's something else in line for him. Mm-hmm. Within the cabinet. That's what I'm saying. I want him to be. I want it to be. I hope he is. That'd be so cool. All right. Yeah, he speaks several languages. Maybe that's what you know what I mean? Very interesting thoughts there. But I think they want to put him in somewhere where we can totally utilize him for the whole. His abilities, and he's remarkable. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. I'm looking at the questions because we're coming down to the end, and so I want to make sure, because some of the questions are the same. All right. Angela, hello. Angela says, I noticed at the rally in Kamala had at least 5 Secret Servicemen around her. Is there any notable threats against her? So I did if you missed it, check it out. I did a deep dive in regard to Kamala. And during that session, I had a visit from the other side. Chisholm came through. But what she was saying was that the threats were real. And I'm wondering if this has to do with this. Yes, there has been significant threats against Kamala Harris. And that they were real. And so there are extra precautions being taken, but to take those serious, and that we need to continue to pray for her and keep her. Hi, Teresa, hugs to you. Keep a bubble around her of safety, because she was making it. She was highlighting that. I didn't even ask that, and she came in with she was highlighting that the threats are real. And so I do believe we need to all be praying for her. That's what we can do, is continue to just surround her with white light and lots of angels. Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah. So she needs the protection. She definitely needs protection. The hidden things definitely are there. Needs protection. Let me throw. Thank you, Given Wings. Yeah. Yeah, they're working on keeping her safe. They're staying on top of it. They know the threats, and they're doing everything. They're staying on top of it, staying alert, and yeah, keeping her protected. Thank you, Rondaroo. So the hair saga continues because the haircut had been so. I had gotten 4 inches cut off. I had to get it fixed so the grout would be okay. They cut another 3 inches off, so I got 7 inches of hair cut off, which I'm trying to get used to. But thank you guys. That helps when your comments help. Okay, let's see. Will Mike Flynn, hi Rocket, will Mike Flynn and Roger Stone be indicted and go to prison? Mike Flynn, he gives me the feeling that he feels, thank you, Dancer. He feels, all of a sudden my nose started itching on this one. He feels like he feels he's protected from anything. Invincible. He feels like he's invincible. He feels that way. Not for long. Will he be going to jail? There is regret coming in for him. Jamie, thank you so much. Blessings to you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, he has a pardon from Trump. Okay. So he feels, but he's going to be facing this. His connection to 45, all of that's going to come back to haunt him. But as far as jail, is he going to jail? If if new stuff comes out at him, but he's hoping to get to the White House right now. I don't have jail yet for him, but he's going to regret having that. Thank you, Nancy. I'm getting used to it. Yes, well, could be yes. Let's just ask. I'm getting tired, you guys. Can you tell? Ooh, I've had a long day. All right. Is Michael Flynn going to jail? Oh, that's a yes. That's a yes on the jail for Michael Flynn. Is Roger Stone going to jail? Is Roger Stone going to jail? That's a yes. So they're both going to jail, according to. Oh, Sandra heard that Mike Flynn was the creator of QAnon. Something new is going to come out on him that wasn't in the pardon, right? So it would have to be something different, I guess. I do, but both of them got a yes on those things. All right, let's go. Let's do one more here. Okay. All right. Artist Liz, do you think Trump will be held accountable for violating the Logan's Act by having Netanyahu at his ranch motel in Florida? Ranch. See, I'm getting tired. Roach Motel in Florida. He was sitting at a table with dictators and acting like he's president. Will he be held accountable? Yes, he will. What does it look like? What does the accountability look like? His strutting days are soon over. I just heard his strutting days are soon over. Okay. Yeah. He will be. The tides are changing. Things are coming up. He's going to show his connection and yeah. The tides are changing. Hidden truths are going to be coming up in regard to money exchange, and there's regrets there. So yeah. Yep. And here's the rest of the cards telling kind of the story. You have that Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Six of Pentacles. Bring in the rest of the story there. So yeah. All right. So I'm going to pick a card, guys, for all of us. Bring in a spirit message for us to hold on to. I will not be on Friday, and so that's why I have the deep dives dropping. I'm going to my sisters and brothers for my birthday. My birthday is August 19th. I'm starting the month off. So a bunch of family coming together to celebrate me. How cool is that? So I'll be gone over the weekend. Artist Liz, thank you so much. I also have some new merch that I dropped, and one of them, all different colors of stuff, but I do have a t-shirt that I just dropped a few days ago, and it's Kamala t-shirt. So check that out on my website, Freebird Spirit. Go lead them. freebirdspirit.com. Go to shop, and there's all different kinds, all different sizes. Have fun, and thank you for your support. All right, Spirit wants to give us a message today. Again, more about releasing old programming that doesn't suit or hold well in your energy any longer. Let go of old narratives. Stand in your power. Know who you are. We're seeing that happen. We're seeing all this unity come in, and people are standing up for each other. And so yes, that. And also remember, this is the best thing, because again, this unity happening, we're seeing it with all the Zoom call things going on. I love it. I mean, it's very emotionally. Yes, Yoli got one yesterday. Yoli, thank you. So, sisterhood, initiate connection, initiate unity, guys. Even if it's just sitting, even if you're by yourself, and that's okay, just pray for unity and or step into the energy of the excitement of the unity, and that is keeping that going. But yeah, sisterhood, coming together, you guys. I love this one for us. Whew. I love you guys. Yeah, go Yoli. What did you get? A red one? Oh, it's gonna be so pretty. Love it. So, aw, your puppies. All right. Oh, I ordered it. I don't have pearls, but I ordered a necklace that has a pearl on it. Anyways, I love you guys. Thank you for your support. And oh, a navy one. Okay, that one's gonna be pretty too. Anyways, love you guys, and thank you again for your continued support. And we'll see you all next Wednesday. I'll be back on, but make sure to watch the deep dives, guys. Okay. Love to hear your comments on those. Pretty interesting. Yeah. I'll see you guys. Thank you, moderators, too. Thank you for moderating and doing all that in the chat. All right. Bye, you guys. Oop. Boop.